Hey everyone, welcome back to Vinyl Review. So today we're going over the last Linkin Park album, One More Light. But this video might not be as long as the others because, to be honest, I still, I don't mind it, but it's still not great of an album. I'll show you the record first, and then we'll get into that. So the actual record is really nice, and it is very. If you have a, yeah, you can see it. I like the artwork on it with the hands connecting, and the Linkin Park logo in the middle, and then you've got the songs in the back. It does come with a really nice booklet, which has lyrics on it, and one piece of artwork, which is alright. Now this is the actual sleeve, it just comes with a plain old white sleeve, but for some reason I couldn't find it, so it's actually in a Bruce Springsteen Best of album sleeves, just to protect it. And as I was saying, it's the worst Linkin Park album, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Chester and Mike completely abandoned their sound and sold out. They just threw the guitars away. They just gave everything that made Linkin Park. They just threw it away. Now, artists don't have to, stay to one sound. But look at what they were doing with Living Things and A Thousand Suns. That didn't sound like Hybrid Theory, but it still sounded like Linkin Park. This was just so jarring when it came out, and that's why a lot of people didn't like it, and it's why I didn't like it. Now, it's normal when something comes out and you don't like it, you just go, oh, that's terrible. But, it's been 3 years, I think, or maybe 2, and I have had time to adjust, especially a lot of the lyrics on this album take new meaning after the sad passing of Chester. But it's still, the instrumentals on this album are terrible. They're just awful. And some of the lyrics and some of the vocal melodies are quite bad as well. Nobody Can Save Me is, well, the way Chester sings it, the stupid synth instrumentals sort of follow along with his vocals. I realise how red I look at the moment. I don't know why that is. But they just sort of, it's all connected, as in the synth leads and the electronic music sort of leads with the vocals, and I don't like it. I think that they could have done so much better with their sound. It's like, for you Oasis fans, it's like what Noel Gallagher's doing at the moment. Completely abandon your sound for some sold out pop music crap and bollocks. Good Goodbye, which is honestly one of the better songs on the album. I love the Stormzy feature. The Stormzy verse is great. I like Pusha T. I've no idea who he was before. This is the only Pusha T I've ever heard. And Mike's Jesus Christ, I'm dying, but it's not that virus. Mike Shinoda's verse is great, and I like the chorus. Talking to Myself is the one song on this album that actually has guitar in it, and it's rubbish. I'm sorry, but it is. The chorus is just basically talking to myself. Obviously, I'm a star singer, but just that it's such a lazy chorus. Just there's nothing to it. Battle Symphony has some really great lyrics. The lyrics on that song are superb. I love them. But again, there's this stupid, just the instrumentals are terrible. Invisible, which is the first Mike Shinoda led song, which I Heavy feat. Kiara, which I believe was a single off this album. I love the lyrics, but instrumentally it's terrible. Sorry for Now is the best song on the album, where I don't actually mind the instrumentation on this track, and I like Mike's singing. He does it wonders, and I love the lyrics. And Chester comes in with a rap verse, which is brilliant. Then Halfway Right, which is the most boring, generic pop song of all time, and the most boring and generic Linkin Park song. That's all I can say about that. One More Light. Now, One More Light is, well, I love the piano. I like some of the instrumental on this one, and of course the lyrics are beautiful. I love the lyrics. The Sharp Edges is just boring. It's just, my mother told me not to play with sharp edges, or I can't even remember the lyrics. Usually I do, but I just don't care. I'm not bothered because it's not very good at all. Now you'd say, Robin, why did you buy it on vinyl? Because it was the last Linkin Park album. For how bad this album is, we're never going to get to hear Chester Bennington's vocals again, which is the only reason I have it on vinyl. You know, the last Linkin Park album, if this was the sound that they were going to continue with, they might as well just ended it with The Hunting Party. That was an amazing album. They could have stopped there. The only reason this is any good is because Chester is singing on it. Otherwise, it's awful. You know, if this was just Mike singing on all the tracks and no Chester at all, then this would be, well, it'd be terrible. It is terrible, but you know what I mean. I'm ranting. So, this is probably the one album. There's maybe one or two albums where I'll do a bad review, and this is one of them. I do listen to it from time to time when I want to listen to something different, but it's still just bland, generic pop music. And if you like it, good on you. That's you know, that's got nothing to do with me. Everyone has their own opinions, so do not berate me for having mine. That's all I want to say. Thanks for watching. And no, wait. So I almost forgot. I'm going to start just doing not random ones. I've reorganized my records in alphabetical order. I'll put a photo in now. And then, because my plan is, I'm going to go from, well, A to Z. But, so the next one will be AC/DC, and then, I mean, you get the idea, you know the alphabet. But when we get to, I know I said I'd do the Doors next, so when we get to D and do the Doors, I will do the Doors albums in order. So when we get to someone like Green Day, I don't have all their albums, but I do have some of them, and we will do their albums in order. Pardon me. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. Take care, everyone.